Today we would like to present a remote message service with mFiles for Laminin Solutions. To access the service, you type in cloud.lamininsolutions.com in any browser. This will give you access to the login screen of mFiles. Enter your username and password that we have provided, and make sure that you select the mFiles user authorization and login. This will open the mFiles message service. It will load a couple of programs on a first stage, and then to open a new message and enter a message, you select Documents. This will basically open a entry screen to enter the message. If you're talking to a customer that is already existing, you can select the company name from the drop-down list, and you can select the user that you're talking to from the drop-down list. Select the type of message and enter a short description of the message that the customer has left. It is important to be as complete as possible with this description. Always enter the phone number to double check that the phone numbers that is on the system is correct. You can optionally enter the email address and site, and then assign it to the person that need to receive the message. It is important to check it out or check it in to make sure that the message is being sent. There you have the message that has been created. If you click on the message, it will open a screen at the bottom of the page where you can actually verify the information that was entered. If you want to enter a message that for a person that is not on the database, open up the screen and add a new company. Select the class for the company, and then start to enter the company details. It is important to name the organization and put the industry in. The other information is all optional, and you can add that information if it is available. Obviously, it is important to collect as much information from the customer as you potentially can. Always make sure that you put in a phone number and then say OK. You can then add the people that is involved and that you've spoken to. Enter the first name and last name of the person, and again it is important to record as much information as you can for the individual. Select after entering the email address, you can select the company to actually associate this particular person with the company that we've just entered, and select OK. This will then also add the company to the message. You can then continue to do the normal message as we've illustrated before by selecting the action type, putting a complete message in, completing a phone number, and any other details that the customer has left with you. Again, it is very important to make sure that you assign the message. And then check it in properly so that the message can be sent to the assigned user. Let us illustrate the capturing of an information that's incomplete. This time around we're not going to put any other information. We're just going to put in a message in it and say OK. An error message will appear to say that you should actually select the message action. And if we just put in a message action and then say OK, another error message will appear because you absolutely need to assign the message to somebody. You can't just leave it. If you then say OK, the message will be accepted, except that you'll notice that the message has a little correction mark next to it, green correction mark. That means that that message hasn't been checked in. You must then check in that message, otherwise that message will not be sent and will stay in your local machine. If you want to look at all of the messages that has been sent and collected, you can actually check the view for phone messages, double click it, and it will open a listing of all the messages that has been sent, and you can actually sort it in date sequence. Let us again view the information for one of these messages. You can always click once on a message and the related information to that message will appear in the bottom screen. You can always select route to get back to the start, and then when you finish for the day you can log out and leave it. Thank you very much for listening.